Getting out of sympathetic nervous system dominance. There's so many things that a person would have to look at. They would have to heal their neurological trauma, and they would have to clear their generational programming. A lot of people think that it's as simple as getting out of stress externally. You know, they might, even like they might focus on diet, but they might look at toxicity in their house or all of these things that possibly could be creating an external stress. But autotoxicity is the biggest reason for disconnection, for stress, for creating all that toxicity in the body. And that is when we constantly go into that fight or flight state. And it's actually a subconscious response in the body. So it's like our amygdala looks for, so the amygdala is for fight or flight. It's looking to either keep us safe, so it's looking for danger or threat, or it looks for gratification. And what it actually does is it draws memory from your hippocampus. So hippocampus formatting, memory either comes from something like, highly emotionally charged. So that's if we've had a really great experience, we're like, okay, this is great, I'm safe, this is, I'm in this kind of nice space. Or if we have a memory that we, elicited this fight or flight response. So a lot of people, they haven't actually done that deep healing work. You actually need to, it's almost like putting new meaning to the amygdala, and you have to look at, a lot of your unconscious beliefs and programs that you're running, because it's that actually fuels and creates our whole life. And so, even like through our childhood, we end up taking on a lot of these beliefs. A lot of them aren't even our own, like generational programming. Even our stress responses kind of are learnt responses from our mum and dad. And I know those past generations, they weren't very good at dealing with emotion. They kind of suppressed a lot of things. So I know, like my story, I lived a lifetime of suppression. I didn't even really talk about my feelings. It's almost like I became so shut down, I didn't even know who I was. And so what people can do is they run these programs, and it's like, you might say, I want to make this conscious change, but there's all these underneath things that are stopping somebody from stepping into that. And, a situation as an adult, we know we're safe, but it's almost like it draws memory from our past. So I do find that a little bit challenging, that question, because I don't know how much healing you've done. I don't know how many things that you've looked at as a way, like, we're here to heal ourselves. We're here to heal our life. We're here to kind of release all these identities that don't serve us, or all these things we picked up. It's almost like we take on all of these things through our childhood and our life. And then there's the process, it's called the process of elimination. It's like I start to peel away all the things that I'm not. When I do this healing work for EBV, it's about transformation. It's about finding the big key pieces for a person in their life that reprograms their amygdala to a different response. And so it's taking away those stress responses, those automatic stress responses, because you've changed the meaning to something. Like maybe an example of that, I was speaking to a lady the other day, and she started the healing program, and she'd done a lot of work. She's a healer as well, but looking at her life, she then had a mother that was very harsh, and her mother was loving and kind when she was unwell. So therefore, she kind of created these programs that if she's unwell, she'll have loving and connection and belonging. So it's almost like everybody wants love, connection and belonging. And so if that being unwell equates to that, it's not even like I realize I'm making these choices. For me, I don't know, women can easily, especially mothers, sacrifice themselves completely. It's like I lived a lot of my life out of fear, or, not even knowing what I really wanted for myself. I was very good at doing what I thought I should, never speaking my truth, all of these different things. It's like the process for healing is like reclaiming self. It's stepping into who we truly are. It's like aligning with this kind of higher connection. And it's the higher connection that brings order to the physical body. If you're wanting to do that by, natural healing, or, tapping back into this amazing place that offers so much, it's like this realignment process. It's like tuning into who we truly are and living our life from that place. This is what we're all here and what we're meant to do. So a lot of people, even in their illness or sickness, there's these amazing lessons, but you have to be willing to kind of look at your life holistically. And this is why I wanted to create this page, as in talking about all the areas of healing. You know, a lot of people kind of go, they want to change their life. And like, if you've looked at your life, maybe people are completely overrun with commitment and they're a people pleaser and they're always saying yes to everyone else, but not saying yes to themselves. Like, all of this stuff equates to these stress responses in the body. And so, you know, things that somebody could do if they hadn't obviously kind of gone into the unconscious beliefs and programs and looked at healing themselves this way. But it is through that that you get out of overload in the neurological structures, because they are in conflict with what you want for yourself. You know, often people will have these, I don't know, procrastination or self-sabotaging kind of programs.